Episode 158. It seems like the clouds have parted, so that the sun can shine down on Komori's upcoming victory. A good omen. I have no reason to collect this card from Mar-a-Lago other than, having lost them in the last episode, I don't want to leave this unfinished. What we're really going to be doing this episode is, of course, more Moogle delivery quests. Oh wow, we got 2 Terras. Incredible. Oh no, but it's Dissension too. Actually, my usual deck might not be very good if it's almost all Scions. That's actually one of the bigger weaknesses about it. Okay, so here's a strategy that I like to employ in such a situation. This card, I could take out, I could claim a card over here, but then there's that 2 on the bottom, which makes it very easy to capture. And then I can't recapture it if the enemy does that, because there's an ace on the right. So I purposefully leave 2 slots open when I capture a card, so that there's a place for me to recapture it. Sometime later anyway. Because right now I want to, I don't know, capture this card maybe? Let's do it from here. If they take Y'shtola... Okay, they didn't. This is a problem. There's nothing I can do. I think I've lost. Well, draw it anyway. No, wait. I can at least defend? No. Defending will get me nowhere. If they do take my card, this is the only thing I can do. Nope, they took the bottom card. I didn't actually account for that. Well, I can still take their card, because it's become a 0 or a 1. Is it always Dissension with this guy? Fallen Ace, Roulette, Swap, Chaos. Nope, it's just random. That one was just a bad one for me. But it is always Chaos. And Swap, and Fallen Ace. This guy might actually be pretty tough. If I do this... Damn. I didn't want him to place anything there. It was an 8, so I thought he wouldn't. I can't even use the Fallen Ace rule to full effect. This is looking bad for me. Oh, I guess I can use it one time. But not twice. This is the best I can do. Oh, plus was in effect though. I could have at least tried to do something there. Damn, this guy's actually really tough. Maybe we're not doing Moogle deliveries this episode. Maybe the deliveries will be late, as they always are. Okay, this works. Wait, it's reverse. That's why he left the 1 open. Really should learn to read. Just put this over, I don't know, here. I can capture it if it's, yeah, taken. Let's start with this, I guess. And we can take another, like this. But we lose anyway. Alright, this time for real. I'm locked in. Again, I really should save the triple triad for the end of the episode to kill time in. Alright, it's not swap, or rather not reverse. So they just left that 3 open because they just did. We can just take it then. Yeah. Okay. We'll take it. And we can take that back if we get a good card for it, which we don't. I guess all we can do is defend best we can. Well, that's unfortunate. If it was the same, we could have done this. Unbelievable. He played badly. That's what happens with chaos. Even if they play badly, you can't win. Not necessarily. Am I going to cut this out? Maybe. Maybe not. I'm not want to cut things out normally. It's dissension, by the way. Let's just try to take cards as much as we can. This should be the best move I can do right now, I guess. I think. Wait, what? Oh, it's exactly 2. Damn it. Oops. Great. This is going poorly. Terribly. The worst. Alright. If I don't win in the next 3 matches, I'm cutting this from the episode. The sky clearing was not a good omen after all. And it's dissension as well. Even if we win one, we're not guaranteed a card. This is just bad all around. Can't even get this card. Just leave that bottom spot? Nope. Okay. Well, damn. Now what? I think we just lose. Alright, 2 more tries before this episode hits the scrap heap. It's pretty rare that I scrap footage. Unless it's like a false start or something. But this is not what I consider a false start, I just consider it a waste of time. Dissension again. This is actually pretty common. Maybe I should make a dissension-proof deck for fighting this guy. At least one that doesn't use the same cards as him, because I guess I'll take a card. At least one. Nothing to do. We lose. Great. Alright. This is your last chance to be an episode. And it's Ascension. That puts us in no better position because he's using all the same sets as us, the Scion set. We're gonna have to actually build our deck against this guy. And cut the episode. Oops. This could be in our favor, though. This is already a 10, so I don't think we can outrank it. So let's just defend. Alright. And nothing can beat us. We at least win 1. But if I don't get the card, I'm still scrapping. I got an achievement. Does this mean I'm not scrapping? Okay. I guess we got a card after all. Wawalago, we will see you next time, because I am not fighting you again this episode. We technically got a card somehow. It wasn't the way that I thought we'd get a card, but I guess this is still an episode after all. One in which I wasted the first 10 minutes playing Triple Triad. Oh wait, that's the wrong location. How are we going to tell the boss that we're late for delivery duty? Just pretend you had something very important to attend to. Life or death, not Triple Triad. My trusty comrade, I have an interesting delivery for you. A regular missive for an irregular addressee. A traveling merchant Kupo. This Ma Lizette ranges alone in the realm. Alone through the realm. I used to take the letters to her mother, but I hear she is quite ill again. This time of the year, Ma Lizette likely plies her trade on Sweep Bloom Pier in the East Shroud. Best to check there first, Kupo. A character that I've never heard of. Maybe related to a fate or something. Guess the fastest would be here. And the cheapest. Now does the Ethernet take you right out over there? No. Gonna have to take the boat. For Wawalango, I'm going to have to build specifically a deck with no Ascension slash Descension, or at least different cards other than the Scions. As well as cards, I don't know, that work with Fallen Ace. Hail, adventurer. Some melting mushrooms for you today. Put you in the mind to play? Or honey still in the comb, to still the thoughts of home? A letter for me. Is she just like a random NPC in this area near the Hawthorne Hut? Markedly heavy for an envelope and some parchment. Gil. Nothing but cold Gil. Damn you, Ura. Lest you think me ungrateful, adventurer, keep in mind that this is from my sister. My sister. And still she thinks it meet to send me nary a word. Ura ran off after mother's second illness. She was ailing, and I was but a She was ailing, and I was but a child, yet Ura left us to fend for ourselves, or so I thought then. 2 moons later she began sending Gil. But never a word, not once. Mother ails no more. I was by her side. Ura's gift bought her tea of silvervine, and mine a soft clean bed, and a fine troop of mourning women. I am alone now, and grown. No longer a bewildered child that waits in hope. I must find Ura, and I know I cannot ask the whalers. And Fina has sent you to me. She was last seen in the South Shroud. Go to these spots I've marked on the map. If you find her, give her this letter. Her name is Ura Lizette, or was at any rate. This collar I wear is a match for her own. She still has it, I'm sure. We Keepers of the Moon are sentimental. Keepers of the Moon being, I believe, a race of Mikote. Like Keepers of the Sun and Keepers of the Moon. Don't exactly know the exact difference. Anything more? No. Some kind of heart necklace. We can just teleport. But we'll take the little route over here. The mail sometimes travels by air, but I guess most of the time it's by land, right? We'll just keep to that. Been a while since we saw the sights over here. By which I mean just the trees and the wood flooring, little lamps guiding the path. Who takes care of these lamps? I assume they have to be lit by fire or something? They're not magic, are they? Nope. This is... Again, this is just some random place. I came here one other time before, but... It feels like it should go somewhere, but... It doesn't go anywhere. It's just a place. For like world building or something? Maybe there's some quest that takes you there, but I doubt it takes you inside. We're looking for this pass. Almost missed it. And this one just goes through some brewery for some reason. An underground pass that goes all the way from the North Shroud to the South Shroud. Can't tell you why it exists and why it goes here. But it exists. So what is this quest anyway? These people don't seem like they're from Fates, but that's what I said about those two drunken sailors last time. You wouldn't happen to be the fate that gives me access to this person, right? No? No, it's goblins. Pirate guys. We're apparently in a fate from over here, right? From that other episode with the mail delivery, or rather over here. This specific pier, a fate there. So I think if these guys in this quest are related to some kind of fate, then it would be in this area probably, maybe. What is this anyway? Takers are on. Just so I know where I am. I've never gone here. Just poachers. There are poachers in this region, so it's probably just some kind of area for a fate or something. But they know not to mess with me. Kind of awfully close to Earth's fount, whatever. I see. I get it now. Where does the coin come from? I sure hope I don't get ambushed by some curl claw poachers or whatever. Nope, it's a tail chaser. Chasing my tail. I'm going to think 2 enemies this time. Nope, just one. It might actually be faster to just do 2 scazes or something. What is the damage on that? No, wait, the calculation wouldn't matter. Or rather, it'd be too hard to calculate because of the buff that you get from Triple Astral Fire. Unless it's listed? Do they tell you? No. I'd have to do more calculation on the potency. This is 100 and this is 180, so... Without knowing the exact increase from Astral Fire 3 on fire, wouldn't be able to tell if Scaze is faster. Unless I actually just use Scaze and gauged it by that. Please, I have a fam. Not that guy, he had a fam. Die wailing, little Lancer. We recognize no laws. neither of men nor of elementals. What we want, we take. That is freedom. That is our way. I guess we're getting poacher lore. I kind of complained last episode that all of the lore in Gridania is kind of in a bubble. But by extension of that, by having no relation to anything else, having a mission like this that actually goes inside the bubble and tells you about the lore going on inside there, it's actually more interesting now that I'm facing it than I gave it credit for. By which I mean it's interesting to see that there's lore at all. We'll see if the actual lore is interesting. Who goes there? Probably another whaler that wants a dance, my lady touch me not. Let her join her friend, the family man. Alright, this isn't going to be a funny quest. Don't want to play, eh? Then you should have stayed in the barracks. What would Komori say? These are basically the same thing, but... Name drop. Name drop, which name though? Her name as in saying that we know your name, we can write it down in our little book and you'll die in an instant? Or name drop her sister's name? Which one will twist the knife even more? Yeah, the sister's name. You know my sister? I'm a mailman, male woman, post-Moogle, whatever. No bloody whaler'd carry a letter from my baby sister. Give it here and don't get no fresh ideas. Come on, give over the letter from Ma. A letter penned by Ma Lizette to her long-lost sister. It's really her. No other soul would know about. But I'll be missed if I stay any longer. Meet me at Earth's Gift. I got things I need to say. Wonder what quest he's on. Beast Maniac. Oh. Where'd you stash her clothes? In the bushes or something? Or was she wearing that under her other clothes? Wait, was this? She wasn't wearing this already, was she? And she just took off the mask? I'm pretty sure I'd remember she was wearing green. My memory. Whatever. There you are. Have to sneak around a bit in case that wasn't clear. The King's Law says we've no family outside the forest. But I guess that's almost true for me anyway, if Ma's gone. What do you think a young girl had to do, huh? To feed a bedridden Ma and a sister barely out of swaddling clothes. Bad things, adventurer. Bad for me, then bad for them. I was beautiful, then I was brutal. Like a beast. Like a beast king, or whatever that guy's name was. Whatever. A whaler caught me at my trade. Pink-cheeked little miss. All she saw was a thieving strumpet to drag before her hearers. So I took the roses from her cheeks, made them bloom on her fine green doublet. 'Twas worth it, for Ma never knew what I was. But I couldn't go home that day, nor ever since. I hid in the forest, near starved. A city girl don't know how to hunt. And then he found me. The king. So are these curl claws just a bunch of women following one king, Mikote guy? Is that like a thing? Because it seemed to be a thing down in the desert area. That one city in the Sigoli. There's just like a bunch of women hunters or something, and just like one Charles New or whatever that guy was. His name wasn't Charles New, it was whatever. Just that one guy. It might be a thing. I'd killed a wood whaler, and that was a ticket into the Curl Claw Poachers, you see. And my beauty pleases His Highness. A man is a man in alleys or glades, eh? Ma says she knows what I've done, that she loves me still and wants us to be a family again. But the Curl Claws allow no family outside the gang, and I'm wanted by the law. But to go home again, I've done right by Ma. And if I need to have no secrets from Ma, my heart's fit to break. Here, give her this letter if you're her friend. Any other day, our quest would have been to kill her instead. Oops. But today, we're just a simple deliverer, a courier, a post-Moogle. Damn, what was their name? Beast King? It'll be in the video when I go back to review the footage. We'll teleport on the way back. No need to walk back. We should be pretty close to wrapping up the Moogle quests. I stopped about halfway when I did all of that other stuff. And since then, I did maybe five of them, something like that. Which would mean, what? 7 more? Something like that. Adventurer, did you find her? A letter. She sends word? Ura wants to see me. How long have I dreamed of this? Adventurer, is it true that she is one of the Curl Claws? Yeah, she killed a guy. I feared it was so. That man, the one who calls himself the king of the Curl Claws. King Poach growing fat on stolen game, stolen family. The men of the Keepers of the Moon live a wanderer's life, for they are at their best in small doses. Women and children keep the horse, ply various trades and accept game and visits from the menfolk. So that is a thing then. That's why there's like communities of women and just really a few men around, I guess. Wasn't there a thing how there used to be just like female Makote mainly in... Was it in A Realm Reborn? I know in Final Fantasy XI, the cat-like race, whatever it was called, there were only females of that one. And I'm not sure if they were always males in Final Fantasy XIV since 1.0, but that may have been something that they added later. I don't know. But King Poach denies women this God's given rule over matters of family. He forces women to live with him, forbids them to see their sisters, mothers, aunts. Most unnaturally, they lie with him, and him alone. He calls this abomination of a family the Curl Claws, and thumbs his nose at the elemental's will. He goads his poachers to slay a whaler, to bind them to the gang. So terrible are their crimes that all Keepers of the Moon feel the suspicion and fear cast their way. This is worse than poaching. This is like a terrible cult. Not even the fun kind of cult like the Lambs of Dalamud, who try to summon creepy tentacle void scent guys. This is just like an awful guy that makes people kill and then sleeps with them. Why isn't this guy on the top of our kill list? But I guess the Curl Claws are like a persistent force that will never disappear from the game, so I guess their leader can't disappear. Maybe he's some fate or something. Just kinda dark. I guess there's always going to be evil in the world. I have known for some time that Mother and I lived on ill-gotten gil, but Mother is gone, and I have no need of coin earned in blood and malice. What I do need is my sister, the only family left to me. It is my turn to save my sister now. She says she will meet me on the upper pass. Come with me and help me persuade her to leave the Curl Claws. This might end up being sadder than the Garlean mission we did last time. At least that guy dressed. Even he seemed to have some glimmer of hope for himself. This one, I don't know. It could end well. I myself, and maybe by extension Komori, doesn't see any good ending to this. Not unless that king guy dies. But I guess today we're just a simple post-Moogle. Ma, is that really you? Oh, how you've grown. You look just like Ma. I'm so sorry you had to go through that alone. You could have come home to us, Ra. Ma would have understood. Everything you did for us, I know it. It doesn't matter what happened, we have each other. I couldn't have, Ma know. I became a thief and a killer, just so I didn't have to be that. What a world, huh? But it's all right now. Yes, it is, Ra. I can take care of you now. I have no debts to thank you. And even have a little put by. Oh, I have no debts thanks to you. And even have a little put by. We'll travel together. Go where no one knows the past. All you have to do is come with me right now. That's all. Be free of the past and live again. I'll take care of everything else. Hush, adventurer. We're being watched. Take it over there. We Curlclaws don't forget divided loyalties. Or don't forgive divided loyalties. Ma, I've got to get you out of here. Adventurer, they don't leave this clearing, you understand me? We'll make for Eastern Danalan. Come find us after. Okay. The 12's Wood, the Black Shroud, whatever it's called. Everything sucks here. If you're a Gridanian, it sucks. If you're not a Gridanian, it also sucks. And if you're anything else, I don't know. Maybe if you're a Moogle, it's fine. And now we give chase as fast as we can, after they make their head start. I'm getting flash forwards to another quest. Way later in the game. Many, many episodes from now if I'm still playing. Might not be the same result though. This is a Moogle quest. It can't be that depressing, right? Even Dressed wasn't that depressing. Okay, they're here. Keepers of the Moon, eh? If it were up to me, I'd hang every one of you. Not the 12 so without the claws from the rest. Now stand with your feet apart. Alright. I didn't know it was a racist thing. Yup. If you're a Gridanian, even with the Wood Whalers, sometimes it sucks. No, it always sucks. Wood Whaler checkpoint, sir. Oh, Wood Whaler checkpoint. Sir, we are in a bit of something of a hurry. If you'd let us by. Adventurer, what now? Stopped 'em cold, eh? But now here we are. I'm trusting you to take care of my sister. You there. I name you as one of the Curlclaws. Balsam Rose, also known as Blood Rose, also known as the Thornless, also known as Lady Touch Me Not. No, I'm none of those things, I swear it. I just wanted to see my sister. I just need to go home. Just like a keeper. Come quietly, or this'll go worse for you. We're gentlemen here, compared to some of the lads you could have met. A pretty thing like you, I could. Oh, you're one of the King's Claws, all right. What's the matter? Better hang... Wait. What's the matter? Better hang than... I'm not sure what he's saying. I'm killed. Novika? Your Highness? Wood scum? Thought you'd have my woman. Defile my thornless rose. Her place is with me and no other. Come, my love. My sweet king, does this mean you'll take me back? You'll keep me safe? I couldn't stand it again. I can't. Please, I can't. Of course I'll take you back, Hura. Nobody will ever misuse you again. If you accept my protection, you are a flower, and flowers must be rooted in one place. Come. No, Ra. Look what he's taken. You don't even have a name anymore. Not your own, and not the one Ma gave us. Come home, Oralize. Come home to me. Yeah, this is definitely the worst kind of cult. And she doesn't even realize it. I mean, that's what happens when you're in the worst kind of cult. Careful, adventurer. Little sister there has a pert face. I could cut it off before you say gods have mercy. Baby sister, you see how it is. If I went with you, I'd blight your life sure as 7 hells. I've done bad things for so long, I've got nothing good to give. You are good, Ra, loving and brave, to keep sneaking us some money when I didn't know you had more than the whalers to fear. Please, there must be a way. My place is with him, Ma. He's the only one who can keep me safe from worse things. Going home, it was just a dream. As long as I'm with the king, nobody will touch me again. See, she has the right of it, young one. We're free spirits here. Not that either of you'd understand. Go back to your letters and duties. You have my leave. Adventurer, you'll guide her out these parts. Ma, you're the only good thing I've ever had a hand in. Just remember that. Goodbye, baby sister. Hoorah! Hoorah! And that's it, huh? Unbelievable. And that guy just walks away. And Fina be good. Does she think he loves her? How can she? No, I cannot judge her. That look in her eyes when the whaler mocked her. All those women in the Curl Claw gang, the king's harem. Do they all seek shelter from worse things? A roof of bones, walls of blood? Ma used to say we can't see the moon while the sun is in the sky. So it might be with King Poach, I think. If he were taken, Ura will see that there are other lives, better loves. I must believe that if I'm to save my sister, and I need skill in arms, whaler or poacher, I'll not stand helpless again, while a man talks of how I shall suffer for his pleasure. Keep killing poachers, adventurer. I will put the king of the Curl Claws in chains, and free Ura from hers. I swear it on my mother's grave, and on my sister's broken heart, and ask the elementals to bless this pledge. That is not the turn I expected from the end of this quest. Have some coffee. Pour in lots of cream. Balance out the bitterness. At least you're happy, Komor. That might have been the worst quest. Like, the worst emotionally. For the Moogle quest, that is. Because I haven't played the Moogle quest, this may have been the first time during recording that I was so blindsided by such a thing. I guess even back then they still had the writing chops. The curl claws, huh? If I ever see a fate to kill somebody here, I'm gonna do it. Next time. What an episode to start out doing triple triad on. I guess I can only root for that girl. That she becomes a killer. And brutally kills this guy. That makes things worse for everyone. I guess today, we're not going to do that ourselves. We're just doing more mail. Thanks for your support with... Okay. And hostages to fortune. With another person in Gridania. I'm not feeling Gridania right now. And I guess this other one, we did start out with Wavalago, didn't we? So, yeah, we'll finish with him. I had no idea that Wawalago was involved in these quests. Like I said, still my first time doing these, so lo and behold, I guess it was a good thing that we started this episode out with triple triad after all. And it looks like this will be a funny one. A bit of humor to balance out the gravitas. Hopefully. Well met once again, Komoy. Since you've been such an obeisance assistant. You calling me fat? No, that means obedient. I've got a reward for you, Kupo. No drunkards and ruffians to contend with this time, just rest and relaxation. Well, this is basically our vacation, kind of, so sounds good to us. Especially after that last quest. Tell me, Komoy, what comes to mind when you think of Limsa Laminsa? After pirates, wharf rats and watered-down grog, that is. Fish, Kupo. And there's nobody fishier, and I mean that in the nicest sense of the word, than Wawalago, the master of the Fisherman's Guild. Wawalago's been pitting his wits against the slipperiest fish in the 5 seas for longer than anyone can remember. Why, he's not unlike a fish himself, drifting along in the stream of life, without a care in the world. So I thought, it'd be nice if you went down and got to know him. Lay down your weapons, put aside your worries, and take it easy for once. Oh, and while you're at it, you can take along this letter. I mean, you're going there either way, right? It's like catching 2 fish with 1 lure. I wonder how this quest plays out differently if you've already done the fishing quest. Where you meet Wawalago. Probably not all that different, just as usual. 1 or 2 lines of recognition. We were told to put down our weapons to meet Wawalago. But we're not going to put down the most important weapon in our deck. Which is cards. It's cards in our deck. I should have said the most important weapon in our arsenal. That would have made the simile or whatever make more sense. Simile? No, what's the word? Poetic language? I mean, what would it actually be? What's the word I'm looking for? Likening cards to a weapon. That is called... I'll remember it after the episode. Come to meet the master of the Fisherman's Guild. Then I'm the one you want. Wawalago, at your service. You say you're a practicing post person, with a message marked for me. Let's have a look at this letter then. Ah, right. He's one of those, Lalafell. The alliterating Lalafell. Some of them do it for some reason, especially in a realm reborn. A message from my old mate Rorojaro. He's a trinket trader from Ulda who supplies a certain something that supports and strengthens seafood stocks. Since we set some of his special supporters on the seabed, Fisherman's Bottom has been swimming with shrimp and groaning with scombies. I'd heard neither hide nor hair from him since the calamity hit. It's heartening indeed to know that he's hale and healthy. And it seems the old dog's still desperate to do deals, Says he wants to trade one of his treasures for an infrequently found fish. Business must be bad if he's bartering for his best brass for a bass. Any road? Perhaps you could do me a favor while I ready my rod. Rorojaro's boat should be burst down by the docks. Could you head over and hand him this note? I've marked out a map of where this fish he fancies can be found. Tell him to meet me there, and we'll do the deal. Over where? In Nimsa? Yeah. I guess we'll walk. Or not. We did enough walking this episode. And I don't want to run out of time in the middle of this quest. Good gods, must the sea be so damned wavy? My stomach's churning, my legs are like jelly, and don't get me started on my poor old back. Doll knows I'm going to haul this blasted crate all the way to the Fisherman's Guild. Oh, you've got a letter for me. Upon this folded slip of parchment is written the location of Wawalago's planned fish exchange. Well, I'll be. Wawalago's agreed to my offer. I knew he wouldn't let me down. I could feel it in my bones. Looks like my luck's finally turned. By this time next year, I'll be a gillionaire. How much is a gillionaire? Like a million, a billion, trillion? It's a gillion. Oh, but look at me, getting all carried away, and I haven't even introduced myself. Rorojaru, purveyor of the finest silks, the most exotic perfumes, and the rarest curiosities in all Ul'dah. At least I was, until the calamity took all that away from me. My whole warehouse went up in smoke, and my fortune with it. I tried everything to get my foot back on the ladder, but I was cheated at every turn, lumbered with dodgy gil, and ended up getting deeper and deeper into debt. Now all I've got left are the clothes on my aching back and this rotten box. I was just about to declare myself bankrupt, but then I got wind of a tasty tidbit of gossip that set my business brain in motion. There's this fellow in Ul'dah, you see, a real grandee. I knew him back when I was someone who knew people. Turns out he's got a thing for exotic fish, and he'll pay through the snout for anything suitably rare. That's when I thought of Wawalago. He's the greatest fisherman in Nimsa and an old friend to boot. Plus he's the only one who appreciates the true value of the thing I've got in my box. I can guess. I haven't the gil or the skill to bag the kind of fish I need without him. This guy said he deals in the... what was it? The finest silks, huh? I can hope what's in the chest is made of those fine silks indeed. Something that Longhaft himself can appreciate. Or maybe the opposite, something that Longhaft would hate. Nor do I have the legs or the back to lug this chest all the way to Candlekeep Quay. But say, you're some sort of delivery woman, right? We are, today, and for a few more days. Could you help a feller out? I can't pay you anything now, but I'll remember you when I'm rolling in it. Candlekeep Quay, huh? I mentioned that in this episode already, where those guys are that do that fate. The fastest way would be... Can we take the docks over there? This only goes to Vesper, right? No. I mean, yes, so... The way we want to go is by Wawalago, which is the guild. Still remember from that last time we took this route. Of course we could teleport, but this is technically cheaper and faster. Go to Airport for 40 gil. Then for 40 more gil, go directly to Candlekeep Quay. For some reason the routes work like that. And that fate... Could it be? Are these the guys fighting each other? No, it's the Mandragora Prince. We already did Mandragores and stuff during the whole Hildebrand questline, so no need to do it now. But I would have stopped for the fate, or for a fate, if it was those two drunken sailor guys we're acquainted with. Wherever they are. Over there. Just outside. What even is this dock for? I guess it's just like the leftmost side of the south side of Zenosia, like right here. This place. I guess Limsa Laminsa, just slightly further to the west, is a better staging point for like ships or whatever. But this is like a secondary place for that. Kind of. Something like that. I don't know. There's Limsa right over there. The lighthouse. Light crystal. Damn, the music. If I start a conversation, I'll probably get into a cutscene, right? So, yeah. If I turn off the music, then that means the music in the conversation, the cutscene will be off. But if it's not a cutscene, and we're just like talking to each other, then the music will just be playing if I leave the music on. So I guess the best solution is to just kill the damn thing. Just to get rid of the music. Damn, he's got a lot of HP. This might take a while. Maybe I should have done Summoner. Whatever. Ah. This old rotation. Damn, this was a bad idea. I should have just risked the music. I was supposed to be in a hurry. To finish on time before the episode ran out of time. But here I am doing a fate. Alright. Hopefully hauled Rorojoro's goods down the high road, eh? Oh, did you? Just drop it down on the ground for now. He's got his hands full holding his own with the fishes. Thank Doll you're finally here. And you brought the chest? Thanks a million, Missy. A jillion. You're a lifesaver. Now that we've got the goods, I can finally be free of this back-breaking labor. And here's the verdict. Do we actually go into a cutscene? Yeah, we do. I could have just guessed and the fate music would have gone away. Oh well. Thanks awfully for carrying the chest for me, Missy. Don't know what I'd have done without you. Actually, I do. When I turned up empty-handed, Mawalago forced me to start fishing myself. If you're short on something to swap, you'll snare the scaly specimen solo, he said. Let's have a look at this gift you've got me. Thinking barnacles, it's beautiful. See it shine and shimmer, like the scaly silvery scales of a sea serpent. The fish will flock to bask in the brilliance of a natty knick-knack like this. Hee, I knew it. The pawnbrokers wouldn't trade it for toffee. But to a master fisherman, my supporter's worth more than money can buy. So, do we have a deal? Can I put down the rod now? Fine, I'll fetch you a fish for you. The rarest rarefied ray in the Rodno. Subject to you showing up the shortfall in the settlement with a little light labor, that is. Catch me a carp or a collie, or any form of fish you can find, and I'll honor your order. The shortfall? You mean the supporter's not enough? Then I'm ruined. I was sitting here for ages and I didn't even get a nibble. There's no fish to be found in this accursed ocean. I dare to differ, my friend. The shoals There's shoals and shoals of scaly swimmers in the sea around you. Your foray into fishing floundered, because there's nothing but numbers in that noggin of yours. Clear your conscience of all those money-making machinations and mellow your mind. Then the buggers will bite. But we can't dally here all day. There's duties that need doing down at the guild. So I'll lay down a little imitation. Our dear delivery woman here will catch me a catch of her very own. If you've netted a solitary specimen by the time she's tackled this task, the deal's as dead as a devil dodo. I don't actually need to pick up the fisherman quest for this, do I? I wonder how different this line is if you have the fisherman class and are like a master fisherman that can catch any fish. So if I don't catch a fish before she does, I go home with nothing, then it's all over. Good gods, I'll be beggared. The banks won't touch me with a barge pole. There you go, worrying over wealth again. If you're duly determined to procure this prize perch of yours, then ready your rod. Banish that brooding from your brain, and focus only on the fun of fishing. Gomor, if you'd be so obliging, I'd like you to acquire me an anchovy. A local Lominson one will fit the bill. They're common on this coast, so it shouldn't be a struggle to secure. Snatch one straight from the sea, or procure it from a purveyor. It's up to you. Well damn, you could have done this quest by fishing it for yourself. And that would have been the more fun way to do it. But we're not a fisher. That's a shame. Lazy shimmering fish drifting in the lazy shimmering ocean. I'm starting to feel a bit lazy myself. Is this how it feels to be a fish? Well, where the hell am I gonna get a Lominson anchovy? Surely someone nearby sells it? And this fate is... I don't think it's the fate, unless it like combos into the other fate. No. Anybody here selling fish? You. Lominson anchovy? No. How about a fishing rod? Even if I could, I need the fishing skill, don't I? Or not the fishing skill, the class. Can't just equip something without going to the quest. That's a shame. I'm a max level fisher on my main character, although that's not true. Still level like 90, 91 or something. Anchovies? Anybody? Who sells anchovies around here? Surely they're selling fish? No. This is a fishing port. Somebody's gotta be selling fish, right? Even if they're not selling the anchovy, somebody's gotta be selling fish, damn it. Right? You? No. Not even paying attention. Although this is a neat building, I wonder if anybody hangs out here. Who the hell sells a Lominson anchovy? Just get it. I mean, obviously I can just go to the market port and buy from there. But I don't know. I don't want to do that. Plus they'll probably gouge you for it. I guess we can at least see how much it costs. There might not even be anybody selling it. Who in their right mind would sell something so easily acquired by a level 1 fisher or something? Apparently someone might. Dare I? Anchovy? Anybody? He sells food, but not fish. How about you? No, he sells meals. Damn. I don't think anyone here would. No, it's all just bait. Well, crap. In the interest of time, I guess. Fine. I'll pay your damn 1,000 gil. I guess we're going on long, and it's all Wawalago's fault. First for taking so damn long on Triple Triad, and another for making us buy a Lominson anchovy. I'm sure someone around here probably sold it. Maybe. I can't imagine they wouldn't. If I were a level 1 fisher, I could've. Komoy will remember this. She'll remember the sting of defeat of having to buy an anchovy when she eventually takes up fishing out of spite. Maybe. We'll see. When you've acquired your anchovy, bring it back here to me. It's up to you how to harvest it. Whisk one from the waves with your willowy wand or meet with a monger, and pick one up for peanuts. Whatever buoys your boat. I'm going to look up where you can actually buy this later. Time's up, Rorodaru. Our dutiful delivery girl has completed her commission, and you still haven't snagged a single sprat. I'm sorry, but the deal's dead. No, then I've lost everything. My fortune, my future. I might as well lie down here and die like a dog. Really, Rorodaru, what have you actually lost? Dwell not on money and misery, but rather widen your eyes to the wonders of the world. Like just now, when you were focused on nothing but the fish. How did it feel? It was wonderful. For a minute there, I really felt like I was one with the ocean. All my material worries just washed away, but a fat lot of good it did me. I didn't catch a bleeding thing. Your financial fretterings might have been mildly misplaced, but you've been a trader too long to fully free your feelings from the constant contemplation of coin. That's why the fish didn't bite. But still, if you drew some sense of satisfaction from it, I suppose that's a start. Carefree, huh? Holy mackerel! I mean, holy catfish! That's a saltwater catfish, is it? I thought they were extinct. Oh, if only my client could see this. I'd get a sultan's ransom for it. Aye, sure as the sun, that's a saltwater catfish. There's some that say the species snuffed it in the calamity, but I'd heard word they were hiding here in Candlekeep Way. Seems the rumors were right. Take it, Rorodaru. Consider it a prize for your persistence. Do with it what you will. Wait, Wawalago, what about your payment? Aren't you going to take my supporter? The shiny shorts the fish go crazy for? The star-spangled sopligar? Oh, those. I've got hundreds of them at home. Just remember, Rorodaru, don't drag yourself down brooding over business. Free your mind fretting over your fortune and your future, and try to think like a fish. But if that still doesn't solve your sorrows, never forget that you'll always find friends at the Fisherman's Guild. However hard things seem, however low you go, when you think like a fish, your distress and disquiet just drift away on the tide. With Wawalago planning to give me the fish all along, oh, the man's a bleeding marvel. I don't deserve a friend like him. You know, it's a tough life being a trader. You can't think like a fish when you're swimming with sharks, or you'll get gobbled up. Closes your mind to anything but coin, it does. But whenever I deal with Wawalago, I feel liberated. Like a great burden's been lifted from my heart. If I could only live as he does. I've had my fill of dealing with crooks and swindlers. Spending every waking moment obsessing over my bank balance, and agonizing over who's going to steal it from me. It's time I made a change. Rorojoru returned the saltwater catfish to the ocean. I'll throw it all away and start again from scratch at the Fisherman's Guild. Here, Komori, I hereby entrust to you the entirety of the great Rorojoru's estate. A brilliant breeze no fish can resist. Wawalago says the fish take energy from its shining scales, and copy after them helps them grow big and strong and happy. I never knew it before, but it's the same with people. If I'm to learn to live like a fish and set myself free, I need no supporter but Wawalago. Thanks for the supply bar. This is great and all, but I feel like Komori is going to remember Wawalago's words. Especially after she got so peeved off trying to buy a fish. I guess she's not chill enough to catch a fish herself. And after getting that lecture, well, I guess Rorojoru got the lecture, but maybe Komori felt it was also directed at her. Maybe she feels she should take it easy more, not worry about the 1,000 gil that she spent on a fish here or there when she's got 510,000 in the bank. Plus also, maybe I should take that advice in going over on time on the episode. It's always a big pain point for me when I do that. Wrong area. Over here. Always a huge pain point for me whenever I go over on time, but maybe I should just learn to care less, like Wawalago. If Komori ever faces some crisis of face or something, maybe she'll abandon everything and become a fisher. She'll consider it, and while she does that, now would be a good time to take a break.